So back to what I was saying. Why can't I be who I say I am? Because you don't want me to be. Like I've been this thing, this person, this energy for 40 something years already. And you didn't even know about it. But now all of a sudden you know about it, I can't be what I've been called to be. All of a sudden the critics are back down. Oh, he's not that. He couldn't possibly be. Look at him. He's delusional. His fucking mind is crazy. Give him a test. Like what the fuck are you gonna test? Like, nigga, this shit ain't something you can study. This ain't some shit that you can just measure real quick. Hey, let me pull up my whatever the hell you want to use. I really don't care. But what I'm saying is, how come everybody else can get their flowers and I can't? I'm not even asking for them. Like, I just want to know. Like, all I'm trying to do is open your eyes. But instead, you looking at me like I'm competition. And there ain't no competition when we play boy. Like, it's not even that serious. Like, whether we compete or not, nigga, I'm still gonna cheer for you because we all on the same team, the broke team. We all on that same team until we one of them families that control the world and can do what we want to do with no consequences, nigga. We all on the same team. Our numbers compare nothing to theirs. And frankly, I don't run off of numbers. I care less about numbers. I see numbers like crazy. Oh my God, like numbers are fast. I used to hate math, but I had a story. Let me give you a story real quick. So growing up, I've always been crazy special, but I never knew what it was until now because there was no name for it. I was just who I was. Wake up in the morning, I'm just him. Well, anyway, when I was in elementary school, teachers used to get mad at me because back then I didn't know how to show my work in math. Like, you had to write it out. 1 plus 1, this and that, and then 2 plus. Okay, anyway, you get the drift. Anyway, so when the vision came in, now you got to show your work. How'd you get this answer? Okay, go to the side, write it down. Some people have this long little thing, how they got it. Some people are short. Mine was blank, nothing. Filled in the answer though. Teacher looked at me like, what the fuck? Didn't we just go through this? You have to show me your work. And I look at her like, I tried. What do you mean you tried? I told her like, I don't know what else. Like, I gave you the answer. What else you want from me? I didn't cheat. Like, I've been sitting at my desk. I'm done before everybody. So how did I copy? And she looked at me like, go back to your seat. I'm looking at her like, I did what you asked me to do. You mad? So I go back to my seat. I try to figure it out again. She erases it, gives me another paper. I come back, same thing. She looked at me like, didn't we just have this discussion? I'm like, yes, but yeah. I did my work again. I'm so confused. I don't even understand. So she sent me back to my seat. This time, no paper. So now she makes a comment. She's put me on blast in front of the whole class. Mr. This, and that. He doesn't want to do his work or do what it. Then I told her I did my work. Like, what do you expect me to do? I expect you to show your work and write it out how you got your answer. And I told her 1,000 times, I don't know how to do that. What you mean you don't know how to do that? I don't know how to show my work. Well, how'd you get the answers? I just got the answer. I look at the numbers. I flipped it, put the number down, and I went to the next one. That's how I got the answers. Back then, in the 90s, there was no cell phones. If we wanted to cheat, you had this big ass calculator. Who the hell's gonna bring this big ass calculator, third, fourth grade? I didn't know. I wasn't that advanced, but I was that advanced. You feel me? Like, so come to this, we arguing back and forth about the paper. So she puts it on the board, trying to put me on blast. Show me how you do it. So she puts the problem up there. I saw the problem again in front of her, class, everything. And she's like, how do you get this answer? So I explained to her this, and this. So why can't you write that down? I don't know. I just can't. But I can give you the answer. And then after all that, long story short, because we can go all day on this story, I get in trouble for doing my work. Like, all my life, I've got in trouble for doing what I'm actually supposed to do, and just because I'm not doing it the way you want me to do it, it's not right. So that's the moral of this story. Basically, I got in trouble because back then I was a little smart ass. I told the teacher, "You just mad because I'm smarter than you." She looked at me like, "You little mother, get out of my classroom." So she sent me to the principal's office, and I explained to him what I did. And so all he did when I went down into the principal's office, I'm thinking I'm fixing to get in trouble. He just told me just to sit right here, rest the class, and don't go back. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, regardless of what you do, how you do it, when you know you're right, don't let nobody get you out of character. Just do your thing. Regardless, keep your head down. You don't get the credit at work. So what? God see what you do. You don't need that promotion. They might give it to Becky or Bobby or Tommy or Timmy, but don't get it twisted. God see you though. Don't get upset because in their time, all fakes do come be exposed. So eventually they're gonna lose their job or something's gonna happen where they ain't gonna be able to do the job. And their ass is exposed to being fake because they've been saying that I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. All that fake it till you make it shit just got played out. So what I'm trying to tell you is just not worry about what people say. If you feel something in your heart, run with it. Stop second guessing, stop overthinking it. Stop letting people shortstop you, manipulating you into talking you out of your dreams. Whatever, big, however small. Even the millionaires started out small. You think all of them started out with $1 million? They all started with a dream, with that fire inside, that drive, determination. But then when you get so far and so up, you get comfortable, and when your money starts making money by itself, you don't have to go grind for it no more. They get lazy, comfortable. That fire is gone. And then you wonder why this little company is creeping up on you because you got complacent, you got comfortable. That little company is still hungry, thirsty, striving. So instead of having a target on your back, leveling out, getting comfortable, keep learning, keep striving. There's always something new you can learn. Not everybody knows everything. Who said you can't have more than one income? Do more than one thing. People talking about how hard it is. Hell, quit depending on just on that 9 to 5. Find you a little hustle. Get good at it. Perfect it. Sell it. Not everything is sold in currency. You can sell a dream. Talk to somebody in the laundromat, in the grocery store, whatever. Just in passing. Lift somebody else up. Let them know that your dreams are possible. So I hope it at least helps one person. Because, I'm not looking for this to go viral, to hit 1 million people, 2 million people. Hey, if it does, that's a lot of people that I've reached. But even if that one person who hears this changed your outlook in your job, in your situation, in your life and household, God said, I've done my job. Just helping one person. Anything after that is a bonus. You know how you used to get extra credit for doing extra work? That's where we at. Extra credit for extra work. But to me, it's not work. It's just a way of life.